Okay, Taurus, so here we have your reading for the month of May 2016. At the center, you have the Ten of Pentacles. And this is you. Okay, coming into your reading, your spread, the energy that's coming in right now, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, and then you have the Two of Cups and the Five of Cups. You have the Seven of Wands. This is what's crowning your reading up here. In the middle, you have Seven of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Major Arcana, the Moon. And then at the bottom, which this is probably going to be like a new foundation or a new base, something that's like, that's giving you that base or that foundation. That's the idea. You have a court card, El Caballero de Bastos, the Knight of Wands. Okay, now these are a set of tarot cards that I bought in Guatemala at the beginning of the year, and I liked them, and I bought them because they had these titles in Spanish on all the major arcanas and the court cards. Now, of course, here they have caballo, which means horse, but this is not a horse. He's a knight, and to say knight in Spanish, you have to make the word a little longer, caballero, and it probably didn't fit, so they have caballo de bastos, but it is caballero, the Knight of Wands. And then you have the Page of Swords, Sota de Bastos, Sota de Espadas, Page of Swords. And leaving your reading, you have a Major Arcana, the Empress, La Emperatriz. We're going to start with your center card. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. And this is your center. So it's saying that one of the things this card is saying that you need to make a decision, that it's time to make a decision and not to give up, to have faith and to move on. Take advantage of an opportunity that is right in front of you. This card is also telling you in regards to work, finances, and money, that everything's going pretty good. And that's at your center. Okay. The energy that's coming in, you have the Six of Swords. And this card means movement. It means having to move location. It could signify a time of turbulence, a little bit of turbulent times for you perhaps. So it is saying to trust your instincts and go with it. You could be coming into a natural phase of your job, a natural end of a natural ending, a phase of a natural ending of your job. That's what I meant to say. It could also mean that maybe in terms of your work, you're not very happy. And you might need to be in a job where perhaps you're going to feel a little bit better, more appreciated, perhaps where you're working right now, you feel like you're not being appreciated as you would like. So this card is telling you to make a decision and move on. Okay. Make a decision, move on, which is the same thing that your Ten of Pentacles is telling you. To move on. It's time to make a decision, not to give up, to have faith and keep going. So this card is also saying to move on, to make a decision and move on. And also it's reminding you that a change of scenery can be a good thing. Um, Sometimes we think that things are going to be really bad where we're going, that things, even though they weren't that great, we were familiar with it already by this point. But sometimes when we move on and we make changes, those things end up being better for us. So you have to have faith. And that is the energy that's coming in for you for the month of May. Okay, following your Six of Swords, we have Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. Life is balanced. You also have a nice social balanced life with friends, love, family, and work life. It's a very, very positive card. Okay, you are in your comfort zone. It's time to relax. Be content at what you have, with what you have. So maybe there is a little bit of discontent going on here. And maybe things aren't as bad as they seem. Okay, so that's something to think about, because you're getting the Two of Cups, and that is a really beautiful card. Then, following your Two of Cups, you have the Five of Cups, and it's very similar to your Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, I mean. You know, both of these cards, and then you have this one in the middle, which is very interesting. So it's almost like you have this really positive energy, but on the sides, this is going on with you. This card is a reminder of where we are now and where we want to be. Okay. You may be feeling a little down and negative. And it's telling you what happened is in the past. Don't worry about it anymore. Just move on. Be positive. Look forward. Also, regarding money, just take a step back right now and wait. Okay, don't be worrying about money so much. Take a break. Give yourself a break. Things may not be as bad as what they seem. Okay, so again, things are looking pretty bad for you right now, but it's telling you that things are probably not as bad as they appear. And with the Two of Cups, with your Two of Cups here, you're getting some really positive feedback. Time to relax, be content with what you have. Be happy. You probably have quite a few blessings. You do have the ten of Pentacles. And then you have this, you have love, and you have economic stability, my dear friends. Okay. That is really beautiful. You have love and you have economic stability. So why are you feeling this way? Okay, so this is what's crowning your reading. Now you do have two major arcanas. You have the Moon. Here's your center, the Ten of Pentacles, and on one side you have this Seven of Wands, and on the other side you have the Moon. So let's look at that, because they're going hand in hand with your center. So with the Seven of Wands, this is a good card if you're thinking of starting a business. That now is, it's telling you that now is the time to do it. Also, now is the time to address those important issues that you've been thinking about, that you've been spending quite some time pondering on. Now is the time to communicate that to your boss. Speak your mind. Have the confidence that what you say can actually make an impact and change things in a way that are in your interest. Okay, so this is a really good card. And it's showing that you are a hard worker, and you're also willing to stand up for what you believe in. That's what this card also means. On the other side of your center, you have the moon. And this card is about being too emotional and confused. And it is beneath your 5 of Cups, where you're telling us that you're feeling a little down. Maybe you're feeling a little down, a little depressed, and it's telling you that things aren't as bad as they seem. And then you're having this energy influencing you. And it is like in the center row here, after your center card. It could be that you're thinking too much about things, and maybe you need to just relax. You might be over-analyzing. So this card is telling you that it's about understanding where you're coming from and where you're going. Sometimes, if we remember or think about where we're coming from and in which direction we're going, the actions that happen in between that space is more focused. They will connect the past with the present, and it'll help you stay focused. So maybe you're feeling a little bit of confusion in terms of work, perhaps because you seem to have a really great foundation in terms of, you know, having your needs met, and in terms of in the physical world, in the material world, and having love and family. So maybe it's related to your work. It does say that you might be going through a little bit of emotional turmoil, possibly physically too. So maybe you guys aren't feeling that well. Something's going on. It is also saying not to make any rash decisions. And that is a great idea, because when we're feeling a little unstable, things just don't feel right, it's a good time to just take a break, sit tight, get some rest, and do things that we like to do. You might also want to consider asking an older person for advice, asking someone for advice or for guidance. And this is really important, because this will help you. And I see that right below you, you have the Empress. Okay. And it's also telling you to look at the whole picture. If you just look at the details and you forget to look at, you know, where have you been and where you're going, and just step back and look at the whole, you will probably count your blessings. If you just focus on the negative, the stumbling blocks, those things that haven't been working, it's not really the best way to go about solving a problem. This is a general reading, by the way. In conclusion, the moon is telling you to be patient and wait for things to unfold for themselves. Don't push it. Step back and let things just unfold. Beautiful. Okay, my dear Taurus, that's really nice. Now let's look at your bottom cards here at the bottom in the conclusion. And we're starting out with the Knight of Wands. Okay, and this Knight, let me just pull these up a little bit here. Okay, this Knight is telling you that you are done with your foundation, that now it's time to move forward. Okay, so here you're getting the message to kind of sit back, hold tight, take it easy. But perhaps maybe by the end of the month, you might be feeling ready to move on. Or maybe since it's under your Seven of Wands, where it's telling you that now is the time to address important issues with your boss. It could be related to this. Okay. Maybe maybe this person is your boss. But this energy has a lot of this person has a lot of confidence. They take on responsibility. So it's either somebody you know, or it could be you. Maybe you are taking on too much, but I don't really see that. I don't really see you working hard, because you have this at your center and you have these two. Something's going on here that I can't quite, I don't know. I can't quite figure out what's going on there with you guys. But this card is showing someone with a lot of confidence. It could be you. It's someone who takes on responsibilities. If this is you, it's telling you not to overdo it. To balance the energies, balance your actions, balance how much you take on. Make sure you have time, of course, to work, but also time to be with family, be with the ones you love. Okay, sometimes I know we can't help it. We have to work. It is a good time to travel. If you're single, you might meet someone special at work. If you get this card, or if you're wondering about that and you're a Taurus, that's what this card means. Again, regarding money, it says that health and family and money are good. So this card is kind of addressing that issue here for you also. You're doing good. Feeling positive. All right. So that's like really positive also. And it also says that you might be exploring spiritual avenues, new spiritual paths. It would be interesting to know how much of this is really true for many of you. If you do want to drop me a line, make a comment, I would love to hear from you. Okay, so following your Knight of Wands, we have the Page of Swords. And this is a young, overconfident energy where he or she promises to do things but is unable to meet those promises. And so it's like the opposite of the Knight of Wands. This person is totally able to take on more responsibility, but it's telling them to be careful. And here it's saying not to promise more things than you can do, to be realistic and to be honest with yourself, to be honest with your boss right here, or with your partner, as to how much you can take on. make sure that they understand what you can do and what you cannot do. It's really important. Don't overpromise. And yeah, just be honest with yourself and with others. Don't assume more than what you know. Be humble. Seek advice from the expert. So this is another card that's telling you to seek advice. These two cards. And I think that's always a good idea. And you looks like you might be embarking in some new spiritual developments going on here. Maybe you're taking yoga, something along those lines. Okay, my dear Taurus. Okay, and at the end of your reading, you do have the Empress. And we know that the Empress means fertility. Fertility of ideas, though. La Emperatriz. Fertility of ideas. Creation. Beginnings. Moving forward. Wow. And she's leaving your reading, and this card, moving, is entering your reading. That's really interesting. So maybe you are moving, and maybe it is related to your work, because this is what's coming in. So let's move these out of the way here. And there you are in the center, and then you have this one here. Okay, so maybe you are moving. This is a feminine energy. So it's reminding you to note the women in your life, honor that feminine energy in your life. If you're a man, and if you're a woman, honor your femininity. Okay, honor it. Ritual, make a ritual for yourself. Be yourself. Take care of yourself and create. And that is the end of your reading for the month of May of 2016, my dear Taurus. And I have to say that I really love your reading. I would love to hear from you if you have any comments to make about this reading. Any insight, especially regarding this card. It could be love related and the moon. Okay, my dear Taurus, so thank you for visiting me. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you got some messages that can help you this month. I wish you guys a great month of May. I wish you wonderful Sunday afternoons in the park, having a picnic with family and friends, and having a fun time, and eating some nice cucumber sandwiches. and I will see you in June. Bye bye, guys.